Hi Cancer, welcome to your November General Love Tarot reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a General Love Tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Cancer. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. And of course, hi Crosswatchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Cancer. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Cancer crosswatchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped, reversed. That's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation at best. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I like to start off my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you're just here for the card pull, I completely understand. Go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps that will take you to that card pull. And for those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys for the month of November. And for this reading, I am tuning into an energy in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection with this energy or in separation with this energy. Let's see who's coming through, why are they coming through, and what does this mean for you guys for the month of November. So we have Alchemist. Ooh. And light attribute, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Shadow attribute, misuse of power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. Interesting. Okay, I'm getting temperance vibes here. So this could be a Sagittarius, or for me personally as a reader, Libra energy I feel with temperance. You could be dealing with one of those signs or have those signs strongly in your chart. This is someone who is actually really gifted. What they touch turns into gold, and so they may be known in their career, their community, for a special gift that they have. They may be kind of well known. Obviously it doesn't have to be global, right? But just people know about them, and they have like some sort of reputation that amazes a lot of people. The letter A is sticking out to me as an Aiden or Alicia, first, middle, last initial could mean something. But I also can sense that this person may be someone who doesn't give up. When they face a problem or an error, they find a way to fix it. And they're really good with balancing their emotions. They always kind of try to stay cool, calm, and collective. They could be a scientist, a chemist, or someone that has those like interests. Interesting. Tell me more about this energy here for Cancer. They could also make really good drinks, be a bartender, or has had that job before. Ooh, number 14 with caring connections. So this is giving me a better picture here. This person may be doing a lot more behind the scenes than what you see to manifest something here with you. I do feel like maybe they're a little bit more reserved, a little bit more quiet, or are still kind of testing the waters. But as they continue to test the waters, they keep on getting impressed with you. And they definitely see themselves being with you. And I think that there's something like, again, if they're not super talkative or they haven't made that big move yet, I think they're in the works or in the plans of trying something in November here. because they have developed feelings for you and they have come to find out that they do care about you. And I do see them as wanting you to be their boyfriend, girlfriend type of vibe here if you're not that already for them. What does this person want to say to you, Cancer? Or what are their thoughts on this? I fantasize about you loving me again. Interesting. You know, I feel this is recent. We could go off verbatim, sure, but I wonder if this is a past life connection. And I wonder from the moment you guys like interacted, talked, there was this feeling of a draw and a pull to one another that was hard for you guys to really understand and figure out. And I think this person has been fascinated by it. Maybe you're more spiritual and you kind of understand these types of connections, but this person has not had this amount of curiosity about you or about really anyone, Cancer, until you came into the picture. And so now they find themselves fantasizing about you, fantasizing about being with you. And I do feel with this alchemist here, they're in the plans and works of making something happen in November with you. They don't want just this to be a fantasy. They want this to be a reality here. Okay. You may notice in November them being a little more intimate, wanting to hold your hand, wanting to, you know, kiss you, kiss your cheek, kind of more often than they have before. So let's get into this. So with the tarot, I'm going to ask how they feel about you right now. What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Cancer? What are they hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? Ooh, and what are they afraid of? Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, Cancer. That fell on the ground, but wow, yeah. I could see why they've been a little cautious or testing the waters in a way. I don't feel it's anything personal, or maybe it has to do with like some sort of past life separation you've had with this person, that they know you have the potential to break their heart and they're kind of afraid of that. Wow, all 3 of these cards are coming out in reverse though. So I feel in a way you've like completely flipped the script on them, caught them off guard. Yeah. They can't explain this pull to you, Cancer, but it fascinates them. It really does. And I think there's a soul reason for that. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant. So Taurus energy, Capricorn energy for me as a reader. So I do see you guys were married in a past life, and that explains a lot. There are 2 5s here. Your birthday could be July 5th, July 15th, birthday twin, or June 25th. But I do feel like this is someone who has been trying to find that right person to settle down with. They could have been married before and it didn't work out very well, which we'll get to in a second. So maybe it's been some time for them to kind of try to find that right person. And with the Hierophant here, it's almost as if for as long as this has been going on, you guys have shown devotion, loyalty, patience, respect. I do feel even for you, some of you guys, you've really taught this person a lot already. Taught them a lot of like how to be open, how to trust, maybe even kind of how to be devoted in a thing that matters to you a lot. And what that devotion means when it's with the right person. I think they're finding that in you, Cancer. Now, with the 10 of Cups and the placement it's in, there could be someone that when you guys met, there was maybe a falling out of a relationship very recently, or the crumbling of a relationship or a marriage. It's not for everyone, but I'm seeing that here for some. I wonder for some of you guys with the Hierophant here, if this person you met was someone that had influence, again, someone very well known, respected, and they have an eye for you. And they could have anyone and a lot of people throw themselves at them, but they've decided to focus in on you. So let's get into it. How they feel about you is 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus energy. So they feel as if there's something that is being fixed within their heart that you have been doing. There could have been infidelity in a marriage or a long-term relationship that they went through, or they could have just been really wounded before they met you in love and romance and were never satisfied or felt there was nothing ever that really took off with people, especially this day and age with online dating. There's just so many duds that we come across. Like I'm hearing want, you know, that's kind of the story of their love life in the past, you know, few times before they met you. And I wonder too, like this is a very deep energy for some of you guys. Like if this is past life, and maybe some of you guys have had like a past life regression reading and this has popped up or something, you guys were separated in a past life unfairly, unjustly. And this lifetime, you guys are meant to heal that and come back together again. So maybe that's why it feels a little off-putting, a little startled, because their soul selves know how significant this reunion is. Damn, that's deep, Cancer. But what they think of you is Ace of Cups in reverse. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So if this person is more reserved, more analytical, logical, or they try to be, the feelings they have for you right now is really messing with their head. Now, this could be for the fact of past relationships being hurt before. But I think for the amount of how much they are starting to like you, feel for you, they know you have that potential to break their heart. And maybe that's why they're a bit more guarded or reserved. They don't want to be hurt. And they think that, you know, maybe they're a little pessimistic, but in some ways, if anything happens for the two of you, or you're not the person they thought they would be pretty heartbroken over it. Now, again, like if this is past life related and you guys were married in a past life, I definitely see, you know, something separating you two that, again, just was not planned, not expected, devastating, heartbreaking. And so a little bit of that lingering pain could still be into play from that past life here. And that's maybe why they're nervous around you, intimidated, or even scared of the feelings that are starting to surface here. What they like the most about you? Tower in reverse. Aries energy, Scorpio energy. You could have Aries, Scorpio moon or rising. I mean, you're not dramatic. You're not chaotic. You are not the type that likes to play games, that likes to create a huge fuss. I do feel with the Tower in reverse, though, it could even mean something more significant, that you are someone that was placed in their life to help rebuild a tower moment that kind of happened in their love life, or again, continuing a contract from a past life. I do feel you are patient, you are understanding, you think things through, you don't act impulsively. I think with this Tower in reverse, you really like to stick and try to work through with people, even at their worst. And I'm not saying this person has, you know, toxic traits that you should stay away from, but we all have our crap, let's be real. You're someone that understands that we're human, and yet even when they, you know, do something that they're afraid would be a deal breaker, you try to understand it with them. Understand maybe their hurt, understand their patience, understand their reluctance. But really, again, like, I don't know, they may have had a crazy ex or something that was just very dramatic, chaotic, always wanting to pick a fight. You're the exact opposite of that. You're a lot more stable. And it's a nice change for them, for sure. And even if they have like that crazy ex that's somewhat still involved in their life, you've been helping them with that. That wasn't like a deal breaker for you just because it was too dramatic. You're up for the challenge because you feel strongly the same tie to this person as they feel with you. What they don't like about you, 8 of Cups, Pisces energy. This is interesting. I wonder if you're one of those Cancers that do tend to retreat in their shell a little bit. Maybe it's hard for you to express your emotions sometimes or your feelings. I get that as a Cancer. I am an Aquarius moon, but still, like, I definitely feel like it's sometimes safer for me to take a step back if I'm upset and to kind of deal with my emotions on my own before I talk about it, because I don't want it to get messy. Maybe there are times when you're a bad texter or you don't call back for a few hours and they find that a little frustrating to deal with. But yeah, I think it would help them understand or put their heart at ease with the Ace of Cups in reverse if you were a little bit more straightforward in telling them that you feel the same way or that you're in love with them. But I don't think either of you have told each other that. So you don't want to do it if you don't know how they feel as well. But maybe they're hoping you'll do it so it just breaks the ice, right? What they like the most about this connection is the Moon card. So Cancer energy, Pisces energy, you could be very intuitive, psychic, and you're very intuitive, psychic lover. You know intuitively how to turn them on. It's almost like instinct. And I think you're that type of lover with everyone, Cancer. You know where to kiss, where to touch, how to look into their eyes. It's like magic being with you romantically in the bedroom. They feel like you put a spell on them in some way. And that's what they're trying to figure out. What is it with Cancer? Yes, Cancer's handsome, beautiful. Yes, they are someone that's stable, like seems to have it all, but it feels more than that. And that more than that keeps them curious. And I think that has to do with past life energy here for sure. They fantasize about you a lot. I'm sure that this card confirms that. They also have dreams of you quite vividly. Or maybe they've been popping up in your dreams, Cancer. And that's giving further confirmation from the spirit world, the significance of this connection here. They like that you're mysterious. Maybe not emotionally, but the vibe that you give off where it's kind of, you have a lot more depth. When you get comfortable, you'll see more layers of Cancer, is something they're intrigued by. What they don't like about this connection is the 3 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. I wonder if some of you guys met this person at work. And so maybe that's why it kind of has to be a little bit on the down low, or even with the Hierophant, this person could be like a boss, a manager, an employer. Not for everyone. But maybe that's why they don't like the fact that you guys work, and maybe it would make things awkward around the office, or maybe there's already suspicions around the office if that's the case. But generally for a lot of you, it could just mean there could be certain situations right now that are making it difficult for you guys to fully commit to one another. There could be job discrepancies, especially if someone like has to work a certain shift or has to be on call or something like that, that makes it difficult for you guys. Or if you guys live at a distance from one another, if you guys just have like kind of different lifestyles in that way, they just maybe are in this moment, or maybe both of you have been kind of figuring out it's a little bit harder to really work at this connection here with all the outside factors that may be pertaining to this. Others of you, there could be a third-party situation involved here that both of you are aware of, and why maybe things have to be a little bit secretive for now, or maybe someone's coming out of a third-party situation and they've had to be patient about that. Someone loves to be picked up, or I don't know, picked up, piggyback rides. I'm seeing, it's just something I'm confirming here. But highest hopes is the Sun card, Leo energy. They're really hoping that you two will have it all, that you two will see the truth of how much you care for one another, how much you're meant to be together. And there's illuminating here. Again, for the alchemist, I keep being drawn back to it. There's something that they're trying to make happen here. And maybe with the Sun card, they're hoping that whatever they're trying to make happen is a success, that you will say yes or that you'll agree. I kind of want to clarify the Sun card here. Tell me more about the Sun for Cancer. Maybe it's just revealing their feelings. I don't know how to say that they have feelings for you. They're hoping that that is what you need to hear and that you feel the same and that you guys could be in a more devoted connection to one another. Okay. First, the Lovers. Okay. Wow. Soulmate energy for sure. Possibly twin flame energy here. Okay. I'm just throwing that out. Gemini energy, Taurus energy. Tell me more. Death, Scorpio energy. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. Wow. Okay. So like I was saying with the Tower, with the Death and the 7 of Wands, of like really working through this person with the issues they've been having inside or outside themselves, that this connection has truly transformed them, has really made them look at love and romance in a completely different way than they've ever seen before, made them believe in it again, want to fight for it again, but hoping that maybe even, you know, breaking up with someone if they're in the process of that, ending that relationship, or, you know, making a big move to change something within their lives to be more with you because they feel so drawn to you, moving closer to you, making it that you guys are in a committed relationship, putting that option out there, taking that action to make it happen. That's what they're hoping for. And that you feel just as, you know, the depth of this connection, the intensity of this connection, like they do. And that despite their little bit of resistance or a little bit of hesitation at first, they're completely blown away now and wanting to make this more solid with you in November and hoping that you'll agree to it too. And they're thinking of doing something big to prove it to you. Spirit's still kind of keeping that as a surprise. Maybe because it's general and it means something different to all of you, but something significant enough to show you, Cancer, the desire for this connection to turn out in the best possible way with you. Deepest fears is 10 of Cups. Pisces energy. This is an interesting card placement. I'm wondering if they are afraid that the 10 of Cups is just a fantasy. Maybe it's something you're not fully ready for, that you still are apprehensive a little bit about. I wonder with the 10 of Cups of deepest fears is that you're not looking for something as devoted as they are. You're not feeling the same way. You have other priorities and goals in life that you want to pursue first before taking it to that level. Now, those of you where there's a third-party situation and maybe even the process of breaking up with someone, I don't know, maybe they're afraid you're going to get back with that person or feel like you need to stay with that person. That's what scares them, Cancer. I also feel if they were the ones that went through a divorce or ending of a long-term connection, that it would, you know, be a repetition of that. That kind of scarred them, whatever happened. All right, Cancer, to see the likely outcome of the situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of the month, you need to be aware of and prepared for. What are they going to do, not do? What else can I tell you? We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. I'm going to pull some more tarot oracle cards, just dive deeper into this. So if you guys still have questions, need more answers, I got you guys in the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video where you will find the link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Cancer, I really hope that this has confirmed a lot for you, has given you the clarity, insight, healing, guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Cancer, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Cancer.